Hi, guys. So, as you probably are already aware, in fifth grade, we do student led conferences. And this means that you are going to be leading the conference, not Miss Thielen. So, when you meet with me, you and your family members, we'll be online and I will be presenting your slideshow that you prepared, and you're going to be the one talking about it, explaining it to your parents, and answering those questions your parents might have. So, we're going to spend some time today getting ready for that. And this is really important because you might get a little nervous when you're doing this with your parents, especially if this is your first time. So, the more that you practice and the more that you feel prepared, the less nervous that you'll be for this. So, we're going to start by watching this video that just kind of goes over some things about student led conferences. And then I'm going to model for you how to practice this today.
Hi Mom, welcome to my student-led conference. First I'm going to tell you about my goals. The conferences here are different. Most schools, the teachers talk to the parents, but in our school here, Wildwood, students talk to the parents. We actually get to tell our parents what we're doing.
I think the greatest impact that I see is them taking ownership of their growth process.
Pretty much it just changes everything about parent-teacher conferences. They get to see all your work and everything that you're doing, and actually get to learn a few things about what you're doing. So, the beginning of the universe, creation of stars, creation of the earth. We map that out on the football field as a timeline.
I think student ownership of learning, and what that means is students being able to say, this is who I am as a learner, this is what I'm learning, this is why it's important to me. You're building that sense of relevance and connection to the curriculum, sense of relevance and connection to each other, to the teacher, and to the broader work of the community. To actually make student ownership a reality in a school is very challenging. So what we did is we just started very small, and we just said, just figure out how students are going to have a little more presence at the conference. And I think just creating that sense that the student is the center of the conference, so the student gets to be the one that facilitates that conference.
Here's the table.
So just like they're saying here, this conference, it's not about me, it's not about your parents, it's about you and how me and your parents can partner to help you reach your goals that you have. So to do this, you're going to be the person in charge. You're going to be the person leading. Today, I want you to practice this. So the first thing I want you to do is go into that writing assignment in Google Classroom. And if you turned it in, you may need to unsubmit it. That way you can view it again. And I want you to pull up your conference presentation. And what I want you to do today is go through this as if your parents are there in front of you. It's going to feel kind of funny, but I want you to practice it out loud. If you have a sibling at home, you could grab them and have them come listen to you. Or if you have a pet at home, you can have them. Don't practice with your parent yet, right? That's the point. We don't want to share this with our parents yet until conference time. But you could practice with someone else. If you're going to present, this is what we'll be doing that night. So we will be on a Google Meet. I will have this presenting up, and then you're going to explain this to your parents. This is just your cover page. Your name should be where it says your name. And then this is what you are going to read aloud to your parents. Hello, hopefully yours says your name right there, not name. So I'm Miss Thielen, and welcome to my conference. I'm here to tell you what I'm great at, proud of, and how I can grow this year. You'll just read that side to your parents. Whoops. About me. Here are some things that make me happy. Tell your parents those things that make you happy. Hopefully you have that all typed and prepped. Now you're going to start digging into your goals. So my goal in reading and writing and steps I'm going to take, you're going to tell them your goals. You're going to tell your parents what they can do to help you with them. You're going to tell them your literacy effort and why you gave yourself that grade. And down here, you should see your iReady score so that you can go over your scores with your parents and where you're at right now. Same for math. And then your work habits, you're going to go over your goals there, your grade you gave yourself, and then any comments that I made about your work habits in class or suggestions I have will be right here. You will be sharing those. Right here, it's your turn to tell your parents something you're good at and something you're really proud of that you've done this year. So go ahead and share that. And then this part you are going to read to them. Thanks. Do you have any questions for me? After this part wraps up is when I'll take over and I'll answer questions your parents might have for me. But I want you to take this time to go in and practice this as if you're giving your conference. The more you practice, the less nervous you're going to be when you actually do this in front of your family and me.